All right, let's go around and be looking at Ren, Vincent's Tale, the Bedroom. Now, on my music channel, I've got the first two songs off of this whole thing. I might take and just flip them over here at some point, or y'all can just take and go check them out over there if you want to, and if you don't, oh well, cool, whatever. Uh, Normally, I don't do music on this channel anymore, but this did start as a music channel, so I figure as a callback, paid a little bit homage to the roots of the channel, so to speak. We'll take a look at this and probably the rest of the rest of Vincent's Tale from Ren on the channel as more gets put out from him, if there's any more past this and the next one. So let's get to it, shall we? I'm just going to say this off the jump before we get into any more of this. The production quality on every video that he's come out with from Vincent's Tale, which he's normally got good video production quality anyways, but for these especially are just top notch. Dude.
Anger. Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place it? Vincent felt.
How do you go like, bro? That's such a. He was making that thing just absolutely cry almost. I mean, making a guitar sound like that was just number one, killer. But number two, it was such a high pitch, most of it, and the way he was bending the strings, it almost made it sound like the damn thing was in pain. And now you're gonna come off talking about anger, bruh.
Anger. Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place it? Vincent felt cold, neglected and jaded, impotent, empathy castrated. Look for the new thing, always look for the new thing, but never look inside, never look within, without, above, below, same thing. Wait, it gets deeper than that.
His way of taking an introspectively, explaining the introspective. There we go. I don't know who hadn't been angry and taking a look kind of everywhere, whether it be at your spouse, your parents, kids, co-workers, whoever, as maybe the source of everything. Like it's
Look within, without, above, below, same thing. Wait, it gets deeper than that. The insane thing is sane men living in insane terrain, contort insane brains that are kind of deranged, strange, without the factor of cause and effect. Factually, the man's a casualty of constant neglect. Let's start at the start. Vincent was born in the dark, home birth to a mother, painted scars on her arm. Track march from the dragon, China white in the palm. Shooting up the birth canal, Vinny fell out like yarn. Tumbled out, himself unraveling, and that was the theme. Exceptionally average grade, sprayed with low self-esteem. From the fire to the frying pan, painting it green. When it's the cash that rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, funny Vin. He weren't ever good at hustling, shitty jobs that he was dead and stocking. Started a combustion, nothing. Pulled him out of debt, the debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing. The cycle is a cycle for a psychopath on ice. The day repeats, the days are weeks, the weeks are most your life. When
the cycle repeats the cycle.
The debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing. The cycle is a cycle for a psychopath on ice. The day
for a psychopath on ice, bro.
Repeats the days, the weeks, the most your life. When the day's done, it's the same one. It's a repeat, it's a rerun. A deja vu religion, a foreboding of a prison. Whole Britain, Great Britain, how Britannia ruled the waves. We started out with intentions and we ended up like slaves. Drink to kill the tension, but the drinks cost your wage. What helps you is what kills you when you're living too decay.
Bro, this, a little bit of storytelling, a little bit of, it sounds like social inflection, societal inflection, because just the struggle that he's talking about might be attached to a character named Vincent, but it's a struggle that so many people are living through. And it's very much trap, as he said. You're talking about Britain ruled the waves and now basically to be turned into slaves. Like, dude, that's such a hard fucking, like, just, oh my God. And the flip on that is, he is so good at what he does. Again, a social, societal mirror that he's kind of flipped up with this song.
And so it goes. Vinny starts to drink to let go. Soon he's drinking, cause when he don't drink, every day is a day on death row. So he drinks so we don't have to think. Mercy, taste bittersweet. When the spirit that's inside of him sinks in his teeth, and the months turn over, May to October. More days pissed than the days he spent sober. Skin looks older, demeanor gets colder. Sledgehammer swing to that chip on your shoulder. A cold prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no juice. Inhibition get loose by decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze, who's who he lose himself to? One too many, 1, 2, 3 shots down. Drown those sorrows up in London town. If we in for a penny, we in for a pound. Fate comes full circle. Now it's Vinny boys round.
Bro. He gives the symptoms and then Vinny's solution basically for the struggle. Because there's so many people that are struggling, that in that day-to-day grind, that they're just fighting against life itself, and they turn to alcohol or drugs. He talked about at the beginning, talking about it, born in darkness, his mom taken and, gave birth, had a home birth, track marks on her arm from the China White, basically the heroin. Like, that's just, so far, this project, the Vincent's Tale project, is just absolutely, we've seen with High Ren, and then everything else he's done, like, to musically, the creative genius, the fact that he's not more well known, in my opinion, is so fucking criminal. So fucking criminal. Dude is just a supreme fucking talent. I don't think there's anything this cat couldn't do, couldn't touch, that he wouldn't absolutely just kill at.
Sirens start singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent. One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the laws, they go to war with non-compliance. Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up, chop chop. Keep that credit top top. Time is money, tick tock. Quantify the price upon your soul and then it's chop shop. Not particularly special, Vinny spent his life a vessel for the musings of the devil. Repetition caused some issues, turned a hide into a jackal. Building pressure in the kettle, bubble up to boiling level. Ooh man, he's a mad
Bro, this fucking flow. Oh my, I'm gonna rewind this back. And the beat, God, how do you go from guitar and just blues basically to this? Because that's what that was. That was an everyday man's lament. Now we've got this, it's more of a streetwise sound, an urban sound, and it's still, most people, like so many people, I don't like hip hop. Dude, it's basically, it's poetry to a beat, basically. It's poetry to a beat. A lot of it, if it's not taken and talking about materialistic things, a lot of it's blues as well, whether it be talking about society or whatever woman left him and how he's pissed off and trying to take and get over her and stuff like it's all good lord, dude. The switch up.
Sirens start singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent. One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the laws, they go to war with non-compliance. Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up, chop chop. Keep that credit top top. Time is money, tick tock. Quantify the price upon your soul and then it's chop shop. Not particularly special, Vinny spent his life a vessel for the musings of the devil. Repetition caused some issues, turned a hide into a jackal. Building pressure in the kettle, bubble up to boiling level. Ooh man, he's a mad lad, falling on the warpath. Vinny split the atom like a Nagasaki bloodbath. Skies are raining black ash, copper car lights flash. Red and blue kaleidoscope, some folks don't like that. Never mind, just a victim of society. The one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety. The one that sells...
Dude, gives you the alcohol and sells you your sobriety. What's funny is society and government in general. And this is one of my things, it's one of the reasons why I'm so for the legalization, especially weed. Granted, it's gonna it would have to be regulated like they do alcohol, but alcohol is way more fucking destructive than we'd ever thought it could be. Way more. And it's not even fucking close. Just the amount of people that die from alcohol related stuff. We're not even getting it like alcohol related disease and illnesses, whether they can get throat cancer, oral cancer, stomach cancer, or cirrhosis of the liver. All of that just from alcohol. And that's not including the DUIs and the people that taking kill folks because they're drunk, whether through car crashes or violence. But weed and there's some other stuff, but weed especially, bro, it's natural, it grows from the ground, and some folks, it takes and gives them a sense of mental clarity and allows them to function in a way that they can't normally. Or it takes and chills people out without having a need for brain chemical altering drugs done in a lab by a human. It's just, which keeps the pharmaceutical companies going, keeps them in power. It's got health benefits depending on how you take it. But again, there goes back to big pharma. Alcohol is a fucking poison. It's pushed on you early in life and then they sell you sobriety because then, again, big pharma and the medical community. Bro, that's such a fucking line right there. I swear. And that's a whole different conversation in and of itself.
Victim of society, the one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety, the one that sells you sex as it pedestals virginity, the one where we elect these lying pests with God ability. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1, our boy spun his own web-fed tarantulas come like 9 to the 9 to the 9 through his Christ timelines into set rich as fate was designed.
Okay, going back to
paint the picture, set the scene. It's 2019. Richard and a boy named Screech. The hands of fate, they touch and read. Siblings buried, blood it bleeds. Etched in Richard's memories. Falls a muddled, troubled sleep. Takes a time of absently. Hitting the bottle to soften the blow in the walls of yourself, and there's nowhere to go. And his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't show. Go to therapy, raggedy, seem to plateau. When his popo went loco and woe so low that his mojo no mono rebound no yo-yo. And so the time it moves slow-mo. You see the case was.
bro, that flow switch, and it's already just a killer flow from whenever he was in the backseat of the cop car. Now he's talking about the actual cop who shot Screech. Bro. This is crazy. Like, we're 10 minutes in. We've had number one, style switch, then we've had 2 different flow switches here. Now we've got the backstory on the cop talking about his life taking a turn after everything and going crazy. Bro.
So low that his mojo no mono rebound no yo-yo, and so the time it moves slow-mo. You see the case was never closed cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed when the mother died in childbirth, but dying womb life brings. The cycle of samsara always was quite amusing. Brother killed his sister, but the records seem to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Richard's losing sleep while his whole family's talked up.
And we've got another mood switch here.
The 5 stages of grief is a common psychological model, often used to provide reassurance to all those stricken by loss. For loss comes with a cost like frostbite, shockingly cold, paving the road to decomposure, decomposing your soul. 1. Denial, pretending for a while, reality retired, but everything is changing. Richie lost the will to smile, how to reconcile when murdering a child. The 2nd stage is anger, feel it bubbling the bile. Anger down the man that served the hand that wrote the plan. If God is will that's good and grand, then damn we all are damn forsaken by creation, revelations Richard cannot stand. The 3rd stage is bargaining, begging God for second chance. Lord, I know it is a reach, but I'm begging on my knees. Resurrect the boy James, resurrect the boy Screech. I'll devote my life to thee, I will live a life of peace. Stage 4 is depression, that's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession, that feeds upon this spark for life. No water is refreshing, no sunlight brings him warmth, no sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening. Depression, the numbing of expression, the negative obsession, ruminating in oppression. Stressing is a lesson when your mind begins reflecting. That's stage number 5. 5 is acceptance. Souls get shaken up. The road's never quite ideal, but slow rise, dust it off. And let me tell you something, Richie, man, I'm proud, cause you pulled a stitch from the seam, the wound was open weeping. Felt like a regression, but that flesh was set for healing. You wrestled imperfections, misdirections, walked with demons. Most demons are a fallen angel, truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing. Remember, in the darkest times, no need for second guessing. No path is ever linear, a stumble leads to stepping. You're a soldier, a scholar of life's sorrow, and day follows day. There will always be tomorrow when it gets colder. Whatever, it's only weather. Rain feeds the crops, let them grow, think clever. I'm so fucking proud of you, Richie, my boy. I know you're itchy, my boy, to get to work and deploy. Serve and protect my don, in for the right reason. I know you think you've done wrong, but look at who you become. It's your first day at work, big man. Hold that head up high, my friend. Come on. We're all proud of you, Richie. I hope you get out there and smash it. I mean, what could go wrong?
I didn't expect it to end there. That last, holy shit, dude. That last bit right there. The only thing I've ever watched and listened to that's come close to this would be Shiro's rap story. Like that set of videos right there. I remember it blowing me away because of the way all three videos were just able to. This, we got Vincent's the Vincent's Tale project here, and it's tying back to Jenny and Screech. So all of this interconnection, bro, this is just absolutely. I'm gobsmacked on. Like, I'm just. The level of creativity, just absolutely off the freaking charts. I can't wait to hear the next one. This was absolutely killer. Absolutely killer. And the different, not only with the way it started, that guitar, he just made it, it was crying almost. Not crying, but it sounded like the guitar itself was in pain. And then it starts off talking about anger. And then going through the different, bro, that's going from Vincent to Richard. And Richard being the cop that kills Screech. Like, it's just, yeah, this is, and not only that, but the societal inflections that are contained within this, the mirror that is kind of flipped around on the struggle that people are going through. It's just, and how it all kind of, it's, oh, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves.